targeting high impact publication with limited resource and funding. S. Johnson, Retnaraj Ensemble, Sir, Associate Professor of Research, going to share his knowledge, experience, and about this topic. Now, I request Dr. R. Radha ma'am to invite our chief guest.
Thank you, Kajalakshmi ma'am.
Thank you.
Good evening to all of you. It is an honor and a great pleasure to me to welcome all faculty members from various colleges on behalf of the New Prince Sri Bhavani Arts and Science College. I would like to extend my gratitude towards Chairman Thru K. Loganathan, Vice Chairman Mr. L. Navin Prasad, Director Admin Dr. M. Prabhakaran, Director Academic Dr. V. Karnanidhi, Principal Dr. V. Uma Devi, and Vice Principal Mrs. Maria Payas Pachale for supporting us to conduct this FDP for faculties. Our guest of honor, Dr. S. Johnson Retnaraj Samuel, has made a powerful contribution to the field of research, and he is here to present the topic targeting high impact publication with limited resources and funding. In this way, I feel proud to introduce you to this incredible researcher. He is specializing in regeneration and stem cell biology. He has identified regeneration specific genes from earthworms using cDNA subtraction techniques. He has presented 18 papers in international journals and have a cumulative impact factor is 45.78. He has finished his PhD in Biotechnology Molecular Biology Department from Mananmaniam Sundarnar University in 2013. He began his career as a Maulana Azad National Junior Research Fellow, then Senior Fellow in UGC in 2010. Then he was granted the opportunity to the CIMO fellow in Indo-Finland exchange in 2013. Then he worked as an assistant professor and head of the Department of Biotechnology in Sivagami Ammal College of Arts and Science, Krishnagiri from 2014 to 16. Currently, he is working as a scientist D grade in Center for Molecular and Nanomedical Sciences in Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. He got patent entitled on identification, characterization, and structural elucidation of new anti-tuberculosis drug. Then alternative supplement for serum in animal cell culture medium and earthworm ceramic fluid as a potential blocking agent in Western blotting experiment. He has completed many fun projects from the funding agency, Department of Science and Technology. Now he is doing 500 projects in various fields by funding agency ICMR, BIRAC and DST SEARB. He is guiding many PhD candidates and also ICMR research assistants. He has been awarded the DST Young Scientist in 2016 by DST along with project funding for 3 years. He was awarded CIMO Fellow from Government of Finland in 2012 and awarded Maulana Azad National Fellowship from UGC in 2010 for 4 years. I would like to convey my heartful gratitude to our guest speaker, Dr. S. Johnson Retnaraj Samuel, for accepting and presenting over this FTP. I welcome you, sir. I would like to express my gratitude to all of you for how sincerely committed to this event and made it a success. It ensures this FTP will be profitable and fruitful for everyone present here. Once again, I welcome all of you. Thank
Thank you, madam, for your nice introduction. And I thank the organizing committee and the entire college officials to give me this opportunity and to deliver my talk on targeting high impact publications. So I will share my screen. Is it audible, madam? I'm audible?
Audible, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yes. I think my screen is visible, right?
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Visible.
Okay, thank you. So, very good evening. And so, the topic of this speech is targeting how to target high impact publications. So, with the limited resources as well as the limited funding. So, I am Dr. Johnson. So, working as a scientist D in Center for Molecular Nanomedical Sciences, Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology from 2016 onwards. So, this is my email ID and my mobile number. So the thing is, before entering into the topic, so I think all of you are faculty members. So just insist your students to develop their knowledge in this area, that is developing an entrepreneur. So because you have to insist your students to identify a problem, and you have to do some research work, and this outcome of the research will be benefit to the society. So they will do some business, because government is doing lot of effort to improve the human manpower in the country. So it's my humble request to all the faculty members here. Okay, right. So next. So as a faculty, so 3P are very important. Okay, these 3Ps are very important. So the first one is a publication. So publication plays a major role. So because okay, so publications, and then patent, and then projects. So these three categories are very important for each and every faculty members. These are three I's also. Okay, because uh, some people are very familiar with only publications, not in projects and not in patents. But you have to give equal contribution to publications, patents, as well as the projects. So these three things are very important to develop your this. Once you attain these three, then obviously your career will automatically goes to the next stage. So here I'm going to talk about the publications. There are a lot of publications are there, journal publications. There are a lot of journals are there, many high impact journals like Science, Cell, and the Nature. They are high impact journals, right? The impact factor is around 60, 60, 63, 70, like that, right? In India, so Current Science is the journal. So they are the impact factor is around 1.2. So there are a lot of publications, a lot of journals are there. So their journals, each and every journal will be matrixed or accessed by a rank called impact factor. So you have to publish your findings, research findings, in the impact factor journals, not in the peer journals. Because impact factor, if you are publishing your research findings in the impact journals, then obviously it will reach throughout the world. So otherwise, if you publish your findings in simply in peer journals, then obviously it's of no use, right? So this is a very important criteria. So the thing is, in publications, there are many publications are there, research articles are there, review articles are there, or even case studies are there, or you can write a short communication, or you can write educational manuscript. There are a lot of manuscripts are there, right? Lot of categories are there. So but these two things are very important. One is a research article, and another one is a review article. So both these papers, that is research as well as the review article, yeah, falls into these three category. Okay, so the first one is subscription based journals. Okay, subscription based journals. And the second one is the open access journals, right? So I put a angry smiley here, because in open access journal, if you want to publish your findings, then you have to pay article processing fee, like more than a lakhs, or like that. So mostly in foreigners, they have a specialized money for in a specialized a grant in the projects for only spending for the covering the APC, article processing charges. But as Indians, we don't have such kind of things in our projects, or funding agency, or even our institution cannot support for open access journal, because the even the cost is very high, right? So it is not possible for me to spend article processing charge from my packet, nearly 1.5 lakhs, something like that, right? So I always hate these open access journals. So but these two things are very nice. Some journals are hybrid journals, means they have yeah, both options. One is open access options, as well as the subscription based options. So if you are publishing your findings in a subscription based journals, then you have to give the copyright to them. So after 1 year or 2 year, the yeah, that subscription will be converted into either you can share your own paper, full text to any of your friends or any of your institutions like that, right? Okay, so mostly research articles, so you have to do work, right? So without generating data, it is not possible to write a research manuscript, right? Research article. So the thing is, you have to work hard to generate a lot of data, then only you are able to find a good journal to publish your research article, right? But review articles are not like that. So the thing is, anyone can write review article. Okay, I will show some demonstration here. So how to target the high-end publications, or how to easily publish your findings. Okay, so these two category, so everyone can write the review article. Okay, there is no ends for writing a review article, right? So if you are specialized in the field, say for example, I am specialized in regeneration, I can write a review article, and in the angle of regeneration, in the angle of regeneration, or and subsequent areas, right? Okay, so likewise, if as a faculty, you can, each and everyone has your own specialization, right? So you can try for a review article. Review article is the best way to attract more number of citations, because if you go for a publications, then obviously that publication must be cited by different authors throughout the world. So without a citation, it indicates that, so where your publication is not visible to everyone, right? So if you have citation, then obviously it is a very good sign, very good sign in the sense someone is following us, like that, right? Okay, but and here the what I am going to tell is here, the if you are writing a review article, then you will get lot of citations, right? Obviously the citations will improve your institution status also, right? So everyone can write the review article. So so you can try for review article. I will show some demonstration here. 1 second. Right. Okay. So I just there are a lot of in order to write a review article, then the thing is you have to search for a literature, right? So literature search is very, very important. Here I'm going. There are a lot of search engines are there. They're like Google Scholar, right? Google Scholar. So here you can find a lot of if you type the keyword like regeneration, then obviously you will get a number of papers, right? A number of papers, and you can use these filters to include the patents, or you can use these options here and to collect the recent review article. Like that, you can use this Google Scholar, but Google Scholar is not that much flexible for scholars or researchers or faculties, right? So the next option is the PubMed. PubMed is a very good tool. I will show how PubMed work. Okay, so PubMed, just type PubMed, PUBMED, PubMed. Will 1 second. PUBMED, PubMed. Okay, so just go to the PubMed. Okay, so here you have to type your keyword. Okay, so the thing is, I already mentioned review article, each and everyone can write the review article. Okay, but the thing is, you have to, before writing a review article, you have to first you have to check how many literature is available in the topic. Is there any review already available? If means, what is the novelty of what you are going to write, no? Or what is the novelty of your current work? That you have to think about that, right? So here I just type MTAR. MTAR is nothing but it's a pathway, right? MTAR pathway is a pathway. Just see, there are 45,022 results are already available, right? See, 45,022 published articles, research articles, as well as the review articles are available here. and you can filter it also. Say for example, sir, I need only a full text article. Just click, if you check it, then obviously we'll get only the full text article, right? So here I am speaking about the review, right? So I just check the review. Okay, here see, there are till date there are 7,153 review articles are published in this topic, MTAR, right? So in the year 2022, nearly 554 articles are already published. See, so if you write, say for example, if I am going to write a review article on MTAR pathway, then obviously most of the journals will reject my review article. Okay, don't choose write a review article on MTAR. Okay, MTAR pathway, right? Instead, you can link together with some other keywords, like say for example, I am going to link MTAR with regeneration. See, regeneration. I just put enter. There are 136 review article so far published from 1997 to 2022, and in 2022, 16 papers already published. Okay, so if I want to write a review article, then my choice must be I have to write in the topic MTAR along with link it with regeneration, right? And also if I want to and again I want to increase my review article to be accepted in the journals, then I have to include some other protein, like because I am in the field, I know the thing, so I just write TCTP. So it is a translationally controlled tumor protein, so it is directly linked with the MTAR, but there is no review so far, right? So if I write in this angle, then obviously because no one is no review is in the database, right? So obviously they will accept my publication. Even the high-end journals, they will accept my publication, review article, right? Review article publications. So this is the key. This is the key for each and every faculty members, right? So I will just give another thing, fold scope. A fold scope, it's nothing but it's a microscope. See, this is the microscope. I think people are aware about that. I'm showing here, right? See, this is the fold scope microscope. So we are working from for using fold scope from 2018 onwards. So we have got some interesting results. I will show some interesting results in my presentations. I just type fold scope and put enter. See, I just click and check the review article. So far, 25 publications are already published. The first one, this is publication. This is recently we have published it. Okay, fold scope, right? And also, and another one publication. See, if I check the review article, then obviously in 2020 there is only one review article. Techniques. Okay, the impact factor of around 3.5, 2.5 or 3.5. I'm not sure about that. So the thing is, you have to before writing a review article, each and everyone can write a review article, but the thing is, you have to think about the keyword and think about the literature search. Okay, without doing a literature, it is of no use, right? In previous days, I don't know about this kind of literature search and all, and I have written a review article. Right? So before writing a review article, then you must do the literature search. Use the PubMed. PubMed is a very good tool. Okay, if you just type your keyword and here, okay, and so while if you are writing a plan to write a review article, then obviously you have to think about well, I am not aware about laminate. Just imagine I am not aware about laminate, but I am going to work on laminate. I want to know A to Z information about the type laminate in the search bar, and then make a search, and then just select the review. Only if you read, there are 445 review papers are there. there are a lot of review articles are there in the topic laminate, right? Okay. So if I want to study the entire A to Z information about the laminate, help you about the up-to-date information. Say for example, if I want to study the entire A to Z information about the laminate, if I take the 1992 review article, so I have to choose, consider only the recent year review, right? So there are a lot of options, lot of opportunities are there for each and every faculty member. Review article, which is equal to if read of 150 research article, right? I will repeat one more time. If you read one review article, which is equal to think just click this review article laminate, right? See, so it's a full text. It's a free full text. Free full text is available. I just click the free full text. See, if you read this review article, this is the review article. This review article quoted how many references? See, references from 1 to they have quoted. Yes, they have quoted more than. Yes, more than. Yes, more than 44 to 44 references they have quoted. Means that they have read all these 240 this review. Okay, if you completely read this review article, then you must able to understand about the A to Z information about the laminate. Okay, laminate crucial thing because each and every faculty members or scholars or students have to do a literature search. Literature search is very, very important before to choose the recent review. Okay, say for example, see. So based upon the publication date, we can choose. Say for example, near publication. If you select, then obviously you will get only 2021 and 2022 paper. Okay. If you are studying a review article, then obviously you must last 2 to 3 years review article only. Okay. If you want to read a review, then obviously you have to choose the recent reviews only, not the older one. If you choose the older one, then obviously it is outdated. So always choose from last 3 to 5 years review article to enrich your area of interest, right? So this is the important thing, right? And sir, how to write a review article or how to write the research article? So the thing is you have to rewrite. It is very English. English is not our first language, right? So we have made will make lot of mistakes. So while reading again and again, we will rectify there. After drafting a manuscript or after drafting a review article, then obviously you have to give it to your friend circle for corrections. Okay. So because if you read again and again, if some other person which who is not related, say for example, I have a person in scientist. Okay, I will give my research paper or review article manuscript to one of the material science friend. They will read and find out the lot of mistakes because right. So the next step is proofread. You have to proofread. If once you've drafted a manuscript, then you have to proofread it again and again and again, which is very, very important. Okay. after a first draft, if you submit your paper to the journals, then obviously editor will reject your paper, right? So before submitting, avoid the mistakes or any of the errors like spelling mistakes or typo errors or grammatical errors. There are a lot of text into the Grammarly, then obviously Grammarly will assist you, will help you to make a good sentences, right? A lot of softwares are there, they will assist you in making a good manuscript, are very important. And next, how to increase our publication count. So, so openly speaking, so don't think about increasing the important quality publication. The sense publishing your data in high impact journals is. I am working since 2009 onwards. I am in the field, but publications, quality publications matters. Right? So if you want to increase your publication count, the thing key is collaborations. Okay, say for example, I Center for Biological Biotechnology, RGCB, Thiruvananthapuram. So I am collaborating with one of my friend in RGC, one of my friend in Bharatiya University, one of my friend in Mizoram University, one of the friend in University of Georgia. If you have made a good collaboration, then obviously you will increase your publication count. They will include you, and they will give you to write something about the topic, and also that we will collaboratively can publish your findings, or we can collaborate. This is the best thing. So if you want to increase your publication count, so concentrate on writing review articles. Okay. So if you write a review article, then obviously you may increase your publication count. Review article is also don't waste your time in writing the book chapters and all. Okay, because book chapters takes too much time to write, right? So nearly you have to write at 20 to 30 days for writing a good book chapter, right? Instead, you can write a book. If you are an editor, then obviously it is a very good practice. It is counter any ranking and all. So writing books are good, not book chapters, right? So again, both the things are tedious tasks. Comparing to review article, very good, very good thing. So here I will show some of my publications. Second, right? Okay. I'll show. Every faculty members has to right. So each and every faculty members has to develop like this. See, so I have to in the body of the mail I have to give my nutrition and my laboratory information, my department, my center, my institution name, and my institutional address. Okay, this information is important in the part, right? And also each and every. Okay, you have to create a Google Scholar ID. You have to create a ORCID ID, Scopus ID, and Web of Science ID. Okay, these IDs are very, very important, right? Okay. So, and also your achievements or your publications, you have to create your own website. See, I created my own website. See, I just click this website. Just see my website. So this is a website cost and all. Okay, it's a Google site website. It's easy, free only. See, This is my profile page. So I have created my theme is regeneration. So you have to paste your photos and your area of specialization. You have to write like this, and you have to give some good images to showcase your findings. Okay, I also here I have made some interest, and I have worked with zebrafish. Okay, and I have to write my SCC in the left side here. I just show my academic profile. What's my where I did my UG publications. I have only 18 publications, 20 publications recently. Recently, these two publications I have added. One is published in in vitro cellular and developmental biology recently, and 2022 recently we have published, right? But all the publications are quality publications. I only published my research in only journals, not in zero impact journals. Right? Okay, all the impact 4.7C, 2.8, okay, and 3.8, 5.23, 3.3, 2.7, 4.43, 8.94. So all this, most of the more than 30% of publications are okay. So likewise, you have to create your own website. I will show how to create your website and all, just 1 or 2 minutes. And then book chapters. So far publications, but I have included here. You have to showcase your thing, because um, ORC ID or Google Scholar ID or Web of Science or Scopus ID, then nobody knows about you, right? So you have your own specialization. You have to write like this, right? And then I have research projects. Okay, you have to showcase your projects. Okay, and then you have to showcase your scholars. How many scholars are working with you with good images? Okay, your honors, what awards you have did so far. Okay, and you have to showcase the images, right? So these are small things, but which are important. And finally, last thing is contact us. Contact details are very important. So you have to write your institutional email ID as well as your personal email ID, right? So while communication, use only your institutional email ID. For most of the communication, official communications, you must use only the institutional email ID. These are the small things, but matters, right? Okay, I will showcase how to create this kind of websites for 1 or 2 minutes. Just type sites or Google sites, Google sites, and put enter, and obviously it will go for a website called Google Sites, and it's very simple. Creating a websites are very simple, right? Just click the blank, and then you have to input your information. What is your laboratory, or what is your specialization, or what's your institution? Like that, you have to add by adding text, include one by one, and they easily develop this kind of websites. And while creating this kind of website, it will be very useful for your career. Maybe officials or some other people, then obviously they will see your profile, right? So once you updated your profile in the website, then obviously it is very easy for them to get thing is these are very simple. It's a workshop. We have to include your events here also. Okay, then it will be very useful for the other participants also to the event also, right? All these are free only, not not able to pay a single rupee for creating this kind of sites, Google sites and all, right? So I have an interest to create this this profile. Okay, right. And also have to include, and I have to talk about the research gate. So the thing is, you have to, you are aware about the research. Always be active in the research gate and LinkedIn, and to show your interest towards the science. Okay, this is very important, right? Okay. And how to get findings, how to do the research with lower money, low finance, or without very less funding. Okay. So these are the animal models, right? So here, first one is the planaria, and then this one earthworm, and then this one is Drosophila melanogaster, and then this one everyone knows, right? Fish, zebrafish, and then mice. There are many more animals are there. Chimpanzees are there, rabbit is there. Okay, lot of animals, lot of modern animals are there. But you can very easily maintain some of the animals in your laboratory, even in your institutional setting. Okay, you don't need much sophisticated lab, or you don't need any sophisticated facilities for doing research on C. elegans, right? The past 12 years. So it's a very, very good animal model. If you have a plastic tub, and if you have a soil, if you have a leaf litter, if you have a small amount of cow, you can do a lot of research, lot of research using earthworms. Okay. So, and also this one, fish easily can grow, right? In each and every home, you have a fish office or in your lab, and they can do a lot of research using this simple animal model. These are very, very simple animal model, maintenance free, okay, maintenance free animal model. So if we go for ethical clearance, is very important. Even if you want to work with the zebrafish, recently ICMR has adopted some guidelines to get the ethical clearance, right? After 72 hours embryo, so you have to get permission from ethical clearance, and then you have to work, right? So, but C. elegans and then worms are not need animal model. It won't bite you. Say, for example, if you handle the animal like mice, then obviously it has teeth, right? It will obviously bite you if you not have, right? But these animals are soft animals. They don't have sharp teeth. So it's a very good animal model. Okay, I'm an animal model for doing your research and that, right? Okay. Light microscopes are there, and then fluorescence microscopes are there, confocal microscopes are there, TEM, transmission electron microscopes, microscope. There are a lot of applications, right? Okay. Normally, microscope, if you talk about microscope, we can divide the microscope into two types. One is upright microscope. See, if the lens, there are only two types of microscope. One is upright, and another one is here, inverted microscope. See, if the lenses, the objective lenses are present below the stage means that uses are there, microscope, nothing is there, right? So here I am showing one of the microscope called fold scope. So in my hand, see, and there is a microscope is there. Once again, right? This is a fold scope. I will show in the next. It's a simple microscope. Obviously, it's a light microscope. So 2018, I got a project from DPT, Department of Biotechnology, New Delhi, using this foldscope. I have to foldscope to the school children. This is the project, 2-year project given to me by the DPT, and we did some of the interesting things using this simple clean water. It won't tear, and if you the lenses are silicon, made up of silicon. Okay, so don't worry about if we fall. And the next thing is it's a very good microscope uh, um, site studies. Say, for example, if you take this microscope, want to study about put it in your packet and do some offshore experiments, right? So it's a $1. The price of this microscope is $1. Commercially, these people are Amazon has marketed around. They have charged cost around 599 rupees. So this is the basic kit, right? So it was invented by the Professor Manu Prakash. So why you can do marvelous thing? Okay, I will show one of my proof here. Okay, what I did. Okay, so then it will be useful for each and every faculty members or scholars or students. So he's Dr. Jim. So both of them has invented this microscope called the foldscope. So using this foldscope, we can we have did this work. Okay, everything is locked, right? So due to lock, everyone is locked. Our laboratory is locked. Everything is locked. We have maintained the zebrafish in our home because we did this study in this lockdown. Okay, and published in the journal called Cell Biology International with the impact factor of 4.473. Okay, we have only this foldscope microscope and we have only zebrafish. Without entering into the laboratory, we published our finding in high impact journal, 4.473 impact journal, right? So the topic is developmental stages of zebrafish, okay, embryos, and toxicological studies using foldscope microscope. Okay, so foldscope, it is a microscope, it's a simple microscope. We have documented the developmental stages. It is simple, right? The developmental stage, everyone knows about the developmental stages of zebrafish, right? So here we just did the same thing, only same thing, developmental stages using foldscopes. Okay, and also we have did some toxicological studies and we have published our findings in this journal, and it's a very good work. See, all these images are documented using this foldscope, right? Foldscope, which is attached to the, even if you see here there is a tablet, right? So using this tablet, here there is a magnetic strip. You can attach your a tablet or mobile phones, because each and everyone has in our hand or in our packet we have high-end mobile phones, right? So this mobile phone acts as a camera. Okay, just attach it to the foldscope microscope. Then obviously you can do the optical zooming and all. Using this tablet or mobile phones, you can see the clear, very good images. All the images are taken by foldscope connected with our tablet or mobile phones, right? So 1 cell stage, 2 cell stage, 4 cell stage, can easily see the stages, right? So all the stages are documented using foldscopes, right? And then 2 somite stage, 4 somite stage, and then 20 somite stage. Okay, see, all these images are documented only using a simple foldscope. We don't spend money money for collecting data for this publication. Okay, we only spend we have zebrafish in our home. We collected the embryos, we did everything. Okay, everything is free of cost, around free. Okay, not spend even we spend only around less than 500 rupees, okay, for getting these very good beautiful images. See how the images is, right? And another interesting thing is, see, we can document brain, heart, pectoral fin, and melanophores, yolk sac, anything you can document using this foldscope microscope. See, and also another important thing is the important thing is here you can document the live images. See the live images here. See the live images. See the live images. You can easily document these live images using the foldscope microscope. See how the cells are moving. See how the heart is pumping. Just see the heart pumping. Okay. So all these are documented using this foldscope. It's a very simple tool. Foldscope is a very simple tool. Only $1. Department of Biotechnology given us 10 foldscopes. We have to. It's a origami based. See, it is a origami based. It comes by a paper. A4 like paper. Then you have to tear and you have to fold, and then you have to create your own foldscope. We have created our own foldscope, and all the lenses are they have given all the lenses and all the magnetic strips and light sources here. This is the light source, right? So you can get the light source here. All are given by a Department of Biotechnology, right? So very good images. And also we did some of the toxicological assays, that is using a zebrafish embryos with aromatic tamarin and curcuma longa extract, right? And also we have treated it with the rhodamine, and we find the survival graph for all these treated zebrafish embryo. And then we packed up the images and published, and packed up the images and published in this journal, Cell Biology International, in the year 2021. And they accepted our publication. It's a very good publication. We with a very limited funding, we will get a high impact publications. So, sir, what can I do now? So you have published. What I can do? You can use the foldscope for your research work, and you can publish. It is the novelty, but with a limited source. The thing is, with limited source, limited resource, I'm able to generate high quality images. This is the key. This is the key for publication, right? So we did this kind of research work. It's very simple. We can do it from our home only, right? We don't expect high-end instrumentation facility from our institution. So the thing is, you have own interest. You have own interest. You have make a curiosity on science. Then only you can able to do this kind of wonders, right? So, sir, is there available any other simple cost-effective assays? Yes, there are a lot of assays are available. Trypan blue assay, it's a very simple assay. If you just add your blue color dye, you can find whether the cells are live or dead. You can easily find out, right? And then fluorescence intake assay. Okay, using the fluorescence, if you have add any fluorescent compound, then obviously whether it is present inside the cell, whether the cells intake the fluorescence or not, you can easily observe in the fluorescence microscopy. And recently, this foldscope group has developed the fluorescence microscope also. It's really wonderful, right? So this simple foldscope, they have generated a fluorescent microscopy also. Okay. And you can do the MTT. It's a very simple assay. Everyone knows about the MTT, right? If you want to study about the toxicity of certain drugs, then obviously you can do the MTT, right? And then DNA fragmentation assay, a tunnel assay. So you can do tunnel assay. It's a very simple test. And wound healing, very simple test. Okay, if you have a cells, then obviously you can do the wound healing assay, proliferation assay, how the cells are proliferation, and then transient expression study. All these studies are very simple assays. Within 5 minutes to maximum 2 to 3 days, we will complete all these assays, where they are very simple assays. And you may ask one question. These assays are very cost effective. If you want to, you can give your work to some of the collaborate with some of the institutions, or you can give it with some of the companies who are readily undertaking consultancy projects from you. They are very cheap. Say, for example, if you want to do MTT, they will charge around nearly 500 to 700 rupees, right? and also likewise similarly all the assays are very very cost effective, right? Okay. And also as developed mini centers throughout India, uh, called the facility is SIFE, sophisticated analytical instrumentation facility, SIFE. So the thing is, you have some rupees to develop instrumentation facilities. Say, for example, TEM or SIM or FESIMs. So all the facilities are more than cost around more than the lakhs, right? So SIFE, SCIF, SIFE from the government of India has developed this kind of. They will give they will do the assays, they will do the images, they will do the each and everything in the very cheap rate only. Okay, not in the too much money. So you have to give around 700 to 800 rupees. Then obviously we will easily get the TEM image, a transmission electron microscope image. Say, for example, if you want to do a HPLC, or if you want, okay, government has made a lot of initiative to develop the research thing throughout the country. And also recently government has announced some of the things. So as an institution like us, we are not eligible for apply for this kind of this kind of projects, but colleges are only eligible for apply for this. He has recently launched many good projects, novel projects or innovative schemes. So these schemes are especially aimed of projects, right? And because the funding amount is very very limited, the limit in the sense only 10 lakh rupees. UGC will provide funds for central institutions or not for central universities, not for the state government universities, only for colleges. So you can use this kind of funding to develop your first project is from funded from CERN, and the amount is 27.5 lakhs. So this is my first entry to Sathyabama. So identification and characterization context of aging. So I am the PA of the project. So I have started this project in the 2016 and completed in 2019, 3-year project. And second, this Foldscope project, so understanding the angiogenesis using earthworm animal model. See, they are very, very simple animal model using Foldscope. So the money sanctioned is 8 lakh rupees. Okay, 2 years, 2018 to 2019. End I will have completed ICMO project, molecular mechanism of multicoloring of imaging of aromatic thermal and neuroregeneration. So here I used zebrafish as animal model for this study. So the sanction amount is 20. Again, I get the ICMR extramural project. So characterizing a small molecule from earthworms. Earthworms is a very good model. Okay, there are a lot of you can explore a lot of things using earthworms. Okay, recently we have identified some of the fluoropores. They have dual activity. Dual activity in the sense it has anti-bac activity. So these two things, only single fluoropore, they can do these two things. Okay, so we proposed to ICMR, they provided the fund. So by REC-based project. So some of you think, sir, you make a lot of projects, you are running a lot of projects. Siddha. The government will fund for my idea. Yes, surely they will fund for your idea. So one of the agencies, BIRAC, they will fund for your idea. But the thing is, your idea must be commercially viable. Okay. So after completing your converted into product, it will be commercially viable. Then only government will fund. Okay. So one of my project is very interesting project. So I have a earthworm CF, ceramic fluid. So government is funded at around 27 lakhs. So it's under process, and we have generated a serum-free cell culture media. It's a very good uh, um, um, like recently, in 2022, I got this project. It's Marundupuram. Everyone knows about the Marundupuram, right? So in a postpartum moment, so for people in Siddha, we have in Tamil people life, right? So, but there is no scientific evidence for Marundupuram. So the people are claiming that it will improve the lactation ability, it will improve it will rejuvenating the health. So I have proposed this concept to the DST. They have sanctioned this project. So the amount is around 50 lakhs. This work is an ongoing work, and the BIRAC work is also 6. I am the PH for the project, and 7 and 8 are I am the co-PA for the project. And again, you can ask questions. Sir, is it possible to be a co-PA for projects from a different your peers? You have to collaborate with your friends from different institutions, and then develop the innovative idea, and then convert it into a very good proposal, and make a PA, you can make a co-PA. So here it's also a very good project, and funded by again DST, and then this is a very good project. I am the co-PA for this project. These are my small achievements in the field, science field. So thank you. So this is my acknowledgement. So I acknowledge the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, and then BIRAC, the Department of Science. This is the first entry for the science field. So they give enormous fund for me. And then ICMO.
Thank you, sir.
And I thank. Okay. For time of format. Okay, thank you.
No,
Thank
you
you.
continue, sir.
Oh,
You
okay.
carry on.
No.
You carry on. No.
So I thank our institution, Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. They are really a backbone for me to establish the instrumentation laboratory, and Saravakumar Vijitra, and then there are my collaborators, Dr. Iberil Veda, Dr.S.Johnson, Dr. Madan Kumar, they are our collaborators. So collaborators are important for research. Without collaboration, they will help in patents, they will help in getting the projects. So it's a very important thing, right? So thank you for this opportunity. Questions? Any questions, please?
Guys, if you want to clarify anything, means ask, but clear your doubts. Sir is waiting. If you have any doubt, means if you have any doubt, check your audio. If you have any doubt, means ask your doubt.
So, good evening,
Good
sir.
evening. Good evening, madam.
I am Black Chef from Jain College, Chennai. So, how can we apply for this funded project? Whether the title will be given
we have to give our own proposal, because each and every one are specialists in each and every field, right? So the thing is, you have to develop a novel idea. You have to propose to me every time. So based upon the call, you have to propose, and you will proposal will be shortlisted. They will call for a presentation. So the task force, there are a lot of experts who are very important for us, because using the without having a question, we want to create a very good proposal, right? So there will be a lot of questions. Then obviously they will revise and submit, and we'll get the projects.
So how we can find that information? Whether any website?
Yes, madam. There are a lot of websites are there. I will share. The thing is, I think my screen is sharing, right? So there are routinely watch the each and every website. See here, there is a call for applications under OVDF. One of my scholars is currently in USA using fellowship only, OVDF fellowship, and then our websites. So likewise, you have to. This is one site, right? One portal. And then the DBT is the Department of Biotechnology, DBT. Okay. And then the DST is the Latarks, the advertisements. Or I will just give a small tips for indiabioscience.org. Okay, India Bioscience Ministry will get a lot of information in the grant session. Just click the grant session, then you get a lot of fellowships, awards. See, there are some research fellowships by INSA program for students as well as teachers. You can apply for these fellowships and collaboratively get the apply for this grant. And Inspiring Science Award. There are a lot of awards will be there. You have to routinely watch each and every websites.
So
Then only you will get okay, madam, I am not aware about computer science and all. So, okay, thank you, madam. Any questions?
Any questions, guys? Any questions?
Yes,
Sir,
madam.
clarification.
Yes, madam. Audible.
Am I audible? Oh, thank you, sir, for wonderful presentation. Actually, it's an eye-opener for me as a new practice, where we can means UGC. It's literally what to say broad.
I will share my screen, please see. So the thing is, there is a lot of opportunity for women scientists. Okay, so currently government is not considering WOS, Women Scientist Scheme. So just write women WOSA, then obviously we'll get Women Scientist Scheme. Sir, I am not a PhD holder. Then am I able to apply for this project? Yes, you are eligible for this project. WSB scheme. Okay, there are three schemes are the WSA doctoral degree, and B is for research scholars or faculties who have not their PhD. So you can avail for this fellowship. The only thing is here then you are eligible for this, applying for these projects. Okay, so WSC scheme is also there, and also recently VBD is also similarly government. Our Department of Science and Technology, Government of India has announced a lot of schemes. WCA, B, and C is also there, so you can apply for any of these.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Devi Jnana Sambandham has raised a hand.
Okay.
Yes, yes, madam.
Sir, nothing, sir.
Any questions? And I want to share another one thing. So the thing is, CDEP is also there. You can try for DPD skill CDEP. Say for example, some people may aware about it is high end. So what can I do? So I have a just type DBT CDEP. BBTC, then if you want to attract small funding, say for example, if you are conducting a workshop, then obviously you will get funding from DBT under this CTEP conference, popular lecture series. So you can get, they will provide a tries also, right? So there are a lot of, not only DBTC, there are a lot of funding options are there. They have to find out and you have to apply.
Sir, you explained each and everything very nicely, sir. We are, so many of them are unaware about how to publish the articles and all. If they are having the paper, how to publish the articles and where to publish the articles. And we get a very this is a very short, very informative session, sir. Sure. And once I would like to call Dr. G. Ramesh, assistant.
Thank you, ma'am. So I'm
Yes, sir.
okay. Okay. So good evening to all. So on behalf of I propose the vote of thanks for this today's session for the stage faculty development program. I would like to thank our chairman, sir, and vice chairman, Mr. L. Nami Prasad, for providing us the opportunity to organize this virtual. Thanks to our Director Admin, Dr. K. Prabhagan sir, and Director Academic, Dr. V. Karnanidhi sir, for their guidance and support. Our special thanks to our beloved Principal Madam, Dr. V. Umadevi, for organizing this wonderful virtual FDP program. Who worked hard to ensure humble and heartfelt thanks to our resource person, Dr. S.Johnson, Retnaraj, Samuel, Associate Professor, Center for Molecular and Nanomedical Sciences, Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, for his delightful speech on resource and funding. He highlighted how high publications can be published with limited materialistic resources. His speech also inspired faculties and researchers to publish their research works in prestigious journals. The way you presented the session was really enlightened us. Thank you, sir. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with us, sir. Last but not least, my heartfelt thanks to Vice Principal, the organizing team, the technical team of this FDP program, and the participants across the nation for their valuable contribution and cooperation in making this session a remarkable success. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
So all are asked to fill the feedback form that is we shared in the link.
Hello, madam.
Yes, sir.
Madam, due to poor network connection, I was not build the feedback form yesterday, madam. Please send it again.
Okay, ma'am. We will try to send that form. Now you fill the feed. Now
Yes,
you
yes.
filled up. Okay,
Today,
okay.
today's session, I filled the form.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Gajalakshmi ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have shared the day one feedback also in the chat box.
Please
Okay.
send the
Okay.
once again, madam.
For 2 days I have sent, ma'am. For day one
Oh,
and day two I have sent. Please
okay,
check
guys.
it.
Ah,
Okay, ma'am.
participant refer that form. The refer that
Particip-
feedback link which was sent by the ma'am.
Please send the feedback link in the FDP group,
Two
madam.
feedbacks. Okay. Two feedback links also there, ma'am. You go
Okay,
and check,
okay. Now
please.
I fill. Okay, okay. Thank you, madam.
Okay, fine.